What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching Bumblebee's Journey. This is just a web series where we're talking about the Bumblebee solo film in the Transformers Cinematic Universe. This is episode number 20, and you're probably thinking right now, Alex is back. Finally, a new episode, as you guys have been waiting for a very, very long time. Happy New Year, by the way. It's 2018 now, and it's another year of new videos and of course another year for the Ragin Nation. So I'm really happy to be back. The truth is that I took an extended vacation. Near the end of 2017, I just decided to take a big break, and I was just really enjoying my kind of vacation away from the Ragin Nation, and it was just really, really relaxing. I wasn't thinking about Transformers. I wasn't thinking about making new videos. I just decided that I want to take a break. Sometimes you need a break. You gotta have a break, because I actually dedicated a lot of time and energy into Transformers last night, and also I dedicated a lot of time and energy into making the biggest video in my YouTube career, and that was the Western Star video, where I visited Western Star headquarters in Portland, Oregon, and that was a lot of fun to make, but there was a lot of planning involved, and there was a lot of, obviously a lot of post-production involved, but it was literally the biggest video in my career. And thank you so much for those, to those that liked it, shared it, and commented on it. I really, really appreciate all your support. And for those that haven't seen it, go check it out. It's the previous video before this one. Anyways, the reason why I also didn't make videos for a really long time is because, well, there really wasn't anything substantial to report. I didn't want to just make a video just talking about speculation, what we're going to see, what I want to see, things like that. I want to actually make a video only if there's actually substantial information. And finally, it's 2018, January 23rd to be exact, and something is going down, and that is London Toy Fair. Actually, it's a UK Toy Fair. UK Toy Fair is going on, and we're going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that, but first, let's just do a little bit of a recap of what we know so far about Bumblebee. They're either calling it Bumblebee or Transformers Bumblebee or Transformers Universe Bumblebee. I'm not sure what is the correct title right now, but I'm just going to go with the Bumblebee solo film. And it's part of the Transformers Cinematic Universe. It's the 6th film in the live-action Transformers franchise, and it is a prequel. It takes place before all the events of the 5 Michael Bay directed Transformers films, and it is coming out on June 21st. Sorry, not June 21st. December 21st, 2018. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, wow, that's such a long time away, almost like an entire year. It's coming out at the end of the year in December 21st of 2018. Now, why is that happening? Well, we know how Transformers Last Night went. Originally, Transformers Bumblebee was slated for June 8th, 2018. Another summer movie. But this is actually the biggest summer, like summer for blockbusters. I mean, we got Avengers Infinity War coming out, which is going to be the biggest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And we also have another Star Wars film, and Star Wars films, by default, are already big. Those are both coming out in May. And you know, Bumblebee, with the movie being a Transformers film, and you know how a lot of people feel about the Transformers franchise after Transformers Last Night, you know, it's going to be left in the dust. You know, who knows if anybody's actually, you know, going to watch it. I mean, people are going to watch it, of course. I'm going to watch it. A lot of Transformers fans are going to watch it. But the fact is that the general movie-going public, you know, might have a bad taste left in their mouth from Transformers Last Night. So they decided, what is the next best date to be or time slot to be releasing a Transformers live action film. So they thought December. December has been very, very successful for another big franchise, and that is Star Wars. Every Star Wars film has made $1 billion. I'm not saying that Transformers Bumblebee is going to make $1 billion, but that's the next best time slot. And who are they going up against in terms of competition? Well, that would be a franchise that has been in some ways failing, at least failing the critics, and that is the DC Extended Universe. Because, well, Aquaman is coming out on December 21st, the exact same release date as Bumblebee, so that is happening, and I'm actually looking forward to Aquaman, so that is something really, really, really interesting, because I'm curious to see how Bumblebee will do up against Aquaman. That's some pretty serious competition there. Anyways, let's talk about some official news. We got our first official look at Charlie. Charlie is Haley Steinfeld's character, and here you see her in this photo. I believe it's from Empire magazine, and it says in the caption, "Love bug troubled Charlie Watson, Haley Steinfeld, finds her soulmate in a sentient VW Beetle car." There is Charlie with Bumblebee. This is an official look, our first official look at the two characters together. We've seen a lot of behind the scenes footage, but this photo was actually shared or actually released a bit over a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago, and I'm just talking about it now just because, well, here it is. And then now let's talk about the let's talk about Toy Fair. So this is London Toy Fair, and it's happening right now, just January 23rd, 24th, 25th. And, Hasbro always makes a big presence at all the toy fairs. And, of course, the first toy fair of the year is London Toy Fair. It's UK's largest trade show dedicated to toys, games, and hobbies. And so what is Hasbro going to debut? Well, they're going to debut some Bumblebee toys. Bumblebee movie toys, rather. And the thing is that with the London Toy Fair, based on what I remember from the previous London Toy Fairs, they never actually show anything from the main line. They save that for New York Toy Fair, which is actually next month. So we're not going to actually see anything substantial in terms of if you want to see deluxes, leader classes, Voyager classes, or anything else in the main line. You're not going to see that at London Toy Fair, but they're going to debut like other things, like radio-controlled cars, or like gimmicky kind of toys, or things that are not part of the main line. So that's what they're showing right now at London Toy Fair. Now, we are going to get official photos shown for them later, but the only thing that I have to talk about is an unofficial, or rather a leaked photo that was shown for a radio-controlled car. Now, the thing is that I can't show it to you in this video. I just can't, just because I don't want my video to get taken down, because if you don't already know, you really shouldn't show leaked photos publicly on a public platform like YouTube or Facebook or your website, because it's leaked. It's not supposed to be shown if it's leaked. So I can't show it in this video, but I can talk about it. I can describe it to you. So basically what I'm looking at is an image that was leaked of the Bumblebee RC Beetle. This is from Dicky Toys, and they make radio-controlled cars. So basically what we're looking at is the Volkswagen Bug. It's got some black markings on it, like a racing stripes. It doesn't have that in the movie. And then of course you have the radio, the remote, which has an Autobot logo on it. It's black and yellow. But the most interesting thing about it is the look of Bumblebee. Bumblebee still retains the look that he has in the last 5 Transformers films, okay? Bumblebee still looks like that, as I always knew he was gonna always look like that, because he needs to be recognizable, but they really, really refined the look of his head. It definitely has less detail on it. I mean, it's detailed, it looks realistic, as in it looks close to what he looked like before, but it definitely is simpler. It's more clean looking, it's less busy, and that goes for the same for his body as well. Now the packaging for this thing is that for this the box art has his arms crossed like like this. Like one of those cool poses, like a poser pose, you know what I'm saying? When you pose for a photo and you're like, look cool, okay, let's cross our arms and look like that. So that's what Bumblebee is doing right now. And you see the Volkswagen parts on him, and when you look at this, you can tell that he's definitely a lot cleaner looking. This is a Volkswagen Bug. It's a very simple vehicle. Therefore, his robot mode is also going to be very, very simple. It's not like the Camaro, which is a larger vehicle, which has a lot of parts. This is a lot more cleaner looking. It's simple. It's more refined. There's a lot of smoother surfaces, less busy. And I had a feeling that it was going to definitely look like this because, well, it's a Volkswagen Bug. It's not a Camaro. It's not a new Camaro or an old Camaro. It's it's a Volkswagen Beetle, which a Volkswagen Bug, which looks it's a very, very simple vehicle. There's not a lot of like angles to it. There's a lot of round edges, and there is our first look at Bumblebee. Now, if you want to see this image, Alfonso from Alfonso Nation has posted it on his Instagram, as well as Cybertron Philippines. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Joey Rodriguez for mentioning this to me. But here it is. I can only describe it to you just because I don't want any penalty for posting a photo of this on this YouTube video. But eventually, they're going to show official photos. I'm just talking about it during Toy Fair while it's going on. So there you have it. So Bumblebee looks the same, except he's just simpler looking. He's more cleaner looking. There's less busy. And I knew this was going to happen. As for my general thoughts about it, I feel neutral. Like I don't not like it. I didn't expect anything different. This is exactly what I expected Bumblebee to look like. So therefore, it meets my expectations. Okay, so there you have it. All right. Well, that is all I have to talk about in this video. So let's talk about something else, and let's talk a little bit more about Bumblebee, because speaking of Bumblebee, you guys may have noticed that if you went to my various social media accounts, such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you'll notice that there is an image of me and Bumblebee, a concept of Bumblebee, which actually is quite different from what we just saw, or what I just talked about, and that is because this is a digital concept from the amazing and talented artist George Evangelista. Now, you will know George Evangelista's work by checking out his Instagram. Give it a follow, by the way. Show some support. He's an amazing artist, and you will know his work because you will have seen his incredible hot rod concept. Like during the time before Transformers Last Night was released, there was this amazing hot rod that was shared all over the various Transformers fan sites, and that is because it looks great. It really, really looks great. And if you recognize the way he does faces, you will notice that it has a similar kind of aesthetic on his version of Bumblebee. So this is really, really cool. And I'd like to give a big thank you shout out to George Evangelista for taking the time to work on this project with me. And this was really, really cool. And when I saw this, I was just like it exceeded my expectation, and I was beyond impressed. So thank you so much, George, for doing this for me. I really, really appreciate it. And for everybody else, go give his Instagram a follow, and also he's on YouTube. Make sure you check out his content there. And there you have it. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, The Ragin Nation. You'll see some pretty cool content there. Not all Transformers related, but still, it gives you a little bit of a glimpse in my personal life and some nerdy related stuff. So there you have it. That's all I got to say in this episode. And I also want to say that this will be the very last and final episode of Bumblebee's journey. And, don't be sad or anything. Don't be disappointed, because this is actually the end of something, but there are bigger things to come. There are newer things to come, which I'm going to announce later on. But this will be the final episode of Bumblebee's journey. But be excited for what's to come next, because this is something that I've been planning for a very, very long time. And I really don't like to make announcement videos, because you really have to make sure you follow through with them. But that is the reason why I've been taking some time off to plan out Ragin Nation for 2018. There's a lot of wonderful things happening. And, I've been doing this from here, this exact location, on this exact chair for like 7 years. And I think it's about time that this channel has evolved. So get ready for some evolved content. We're gonna change things up a bit. If you've been following my other channel, youtube.com/RaginRonaReview, my movie news and reviews channel, you'll notice that the editing is a little bit different. And in my opinion, it looks a lot better than the way it looked before. But in any case, I've been making minor improvements and adjustments in my production, and we're gonna do that with the content in the Ragin Nation. So thank you so much. everybody for your support. The Ragin Nation 2018 is in full effect. It's happening very, very soon. Stay tuned for more content and that announcement. This has been the end of Bumblebee's journey. We're going to start a brand new web series, and you're going to really love it. So thank you so much. Anyways, we're back. Thank you so much for all your support. My name is Alex Yu, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation, and also I'm on Instagram, The Ragin Nation. And I'll see you next time. Stay tuned. We got a lot of great content coming for you guys, and peace.